Dear student, due to coronavirus, school started online classes for your study. So you can subscribe Golden Flower Palia YouTube channel, like and press the bell icon.
Hello class 11th students, how are you all? So my dear students, today once again I am here with the 7th lecture of the class 11th biology. In the last 6 lectures, 6 videos we have discussed about the diversity of the living world. We have started the different topics and we were studying. Now the same chapter we are going to follow the next topics we will discuss today. Now listen this one, that today we will start about the making of herbaria, or you can say making of herbarium. In the last video we have discussed about the herbaria, that what is called herbaria. Herbaria is a storing process of the specimens, especially plant specimens, for research, for discoveries, for the study in the future of last species. Means those species which are present today, we have to keep the information in properly classification in a you can say in a big room, that is called the library of the plants, that is called the herbaria. So in the last video I told you that herbaria word is used for the a big room in which the different plants informations are stored in a systematic classification, in a systematic order, or the herbaria word is used for a file also, which the students are making for stored for keeping the informations of the different types of the plants present around us. So in the last video we have discussed what is the herbaria. Today we will discuss about making of herbarium, means how we have to make the herbarium. So the steps I have written here in short form. Then after that what you have to do, you have to make the summary with the given notes and my explanation. You can prepare your notes own self. So my dear students, the first step of the herbarium making is the plants collection. Means the periodically, time to time, you have to visit to your locality. You have to visit to your locality, means the places near by your surrounding. The surrounding places you have to visit. Like some days you are going in the fields, sometimes you are going in the parks, sometimes you are getting the different kinds of the plants in your home, in your relatives. So what you have to do, you have to make the collection of the plants in the different areas, from the different areas. And what you have to do, as I told you in the last video, whenever you are taking the samples or specimens or the plant parts of the plants, so what you have to do, you have to keep in such a way that whenever you will take out the specimen from the ground or anywhere, you have to take leaf, stem, roots. At least these 3 parts should be available in your specimen, and if it is possible, then the fruits and flower also. If the plants are large in size, it is not possible to take the all parts in single specimen. So what you have to do, you have to take the parts of that specimen, like you can take the leaf, you can take the roots. For after that you have to store the information of that plant in different parts, but the procedure is same. First of all, you have to take the plants collection, and for the plants collection what you have need, you have to visit the places periodically, time to time. Second one, these things you will have at the time of specimen collection. First one is knife, second one is the cutter. These knife and cutter for cutting the samples from the plant. Like for example, you want to cut a twig, means you want to cut a branch of plant, so you have need knife and cutter. Second one is digger. Digger in Hindi it is called the khurpi. In Hindi it is called khurpi or trowel. In English it is called the trowel. Why we have need of digger? Digger is helpful in, just for example, you are taking the small part herbaceous plant like mint plant, like pea plant. So in that case they are the very small plants, so you can take the specimen with the roots, stem and leaves. So at that time you will have need of the digger. So whenever you will dig the part from the soil, so at the same time you can collect the specimen with the root, stem and leaves. So this is the digger. Now vasculum. Vasculum is a box. Vasculum is a box of this size. Vasculum is a box of this size. You have to carry with your when you are visiting to the ground for the collection of the specimens or plants collection. So this is the box 40 to 65 centimeter into 20 to 25 centimeter in volume. That is ka note. Next one is the notebook. Now in why we have to carry this box? So that when we are collecting the specimen, we have to keep these specimen in this box. So it will helpful in destroying, not destroying the specimens of the plants. Means the plants will not lose moisture, the plants will not spoil. Till that, whenever you have to follow the next step. So that is why you have to carry a vasculum also. Next one is the pressing and drying. Just after coming from the field, what you have to do? You have to spread the specimen, means spread their leaves, spread their roots, spread their twig or branch in the different direction on the blotting paper. Otherwise you can take the newspaper and just from the both side that specimen should be covered with blotting paper. This is called pressing. For the drying, you have to keep that specimen in the books, or you can dry that specimen with the help of artificial heats. But whenever we are drying the specimens with the artificial heat like iron, like sunlight exposure, so that is the natural heat. So at that time you have to careful. You have to see again and again your specimen, because at that time whenever the plants will dry, then their parts will become fold. So this is not the process for drying the plants. So what you have to do for drying the plants, for drying the moisture, we have to keep the plants in spreaded form in the books, and we have to keep that two or more than three books on your specimen, so that your specimen will become dry very easily. Now the question is that why we have to dry the specimens? Because for removing the water or moisture, because you know very well, if the plants will have the moisture and water, they have a great risk of spoilage. They will become destroyed by the different fungus and bacteria. Now the next one is the mounting and labeling. Mounting means the pasting. Beta, now one special paper sheet is available in the market. These sheets are available on the stationery shops by the name of herbarium sheets. These sheets have the specific size 30 centimeter to 45 centimeter. It is the standard size of the herbarium sheet, and on the below column one column is given on the lower side of this sheet, that is called the information column. What is mean by mounting? Mounting means pasting. You have to mount your of specimen. Just for example, your plant are like this. So this is the roots, for example. So what is this? This is your specimen or collection of plant which you have collected from the ground or your visiting areas. So this is called the herbarium sheet. So the pasting of the specimen on the herbarium sheet is called mounting. For the pasting, you don't have to use any kind of the glue, because that glue after some time will remove out. So it's a better for the proper mounting on herbarium sheet. You have to use the stitching with the thread and needle. Otherwise, you can use the cellophane tape. You can use cellophane tape for pasting. But the one disadvantage of the cellophane tape is that after some time, due to removing of adhesive property, they also can remove from the herbarium sheet. Now what is mean by the labeling? Labeling means you have to mention the few information in this column. The headings are already given here, and what you have to mention? The first one is scientific name of your specimen. Second one is common name of this specimen, family of this specimen, date of collection means when you have collected this specimen, habitat means from where you have collected, like you have collected from the land, it is a habitat, a terrestrial habitat, you have collected from water, anywhere. So you have to mention the habitat. Locality means the area from where you have collected. Next one is name of collector. If you are collecting, then your name will be mentioned here. And last one is the name of institution. Sometimes in the few herbarium sheets, these points are not given. They are given only the few important points like scientific name, family, date of collection and name of the collector. And the name of the institution in the front page of the file. This herbarium sheet is used only for one specimen. It means only one specimen should be mounted on single sheet. One more thing, that is the fragment packets. Fragment packets means if you have to mention the seeds. So with the help of thread or with the help of cellophane tapes, you cannot mount the seeds on this herbarium sheet. So at that time, what you have to do, you have to collect the seeds in a small polythene packets, and that packet you have to mount with the help of cellophane tape. That is called the fragment packets. Means if the parts of the plants not easy to mount, so you have to keep in a cellophane polythene, and that polythene you have to mount on this herbarium sheet. That is called the fragment packets. Next one is the storing. Storing means after that these herbarium sheets in a file are stored in a big room or herbaria according to a systematic classification. Mostly for the storing, the Bentham and Hooker. Mostly the Bentham and Hooker classification is followed for storing the herbarium sheets, herbarium files in a herbaria. This is the classification we will discuss in the next coming chapters, Bentham and Hooker classification. Just for example, in the library of books, we have to follow the catalog according to the publisher, according to the writers, according to the subjects. We have to categorize the book. So just like that, by following this classification, we have to categorize the herbarium sheets and files. Next one is the maintaining and stock register. Maintaining means after regular intervals of time you have to check, because sometimes these specimens, because these are the living parts, and you are after some time after the drawing, these are the dead but they are made up of different nutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, so that the insects can spoil these specimens. So at that time you have to regular check so that you can preserve these specimens from the insects. Sometimes you can use the different insecticides by sprinkling on this specimen for preserving from the insects. Next one is the stock register. You have to maintain a proper stock index register, that which specimen, which plant specimen is kept according to the classification. Means you have to categorize the almirah according to their classification. And the last one is the different specimens. Different specimens. So different specimens means, beta, sometimes you will get this different specimen which looks very similar to each other, but you have to make careful that the different specimen should be identified, should be symbolized by the different symbols. So my dear students, for today this is the topic, that how we have to make the herbarium. In slide in a very little information I am giving you what is the advantage and use of the herbarium. It stores the information for the coming generation. Those plants which are extinct are those plants which are going to extinct, right? So that plants informations are stored by the herbaria, and the next detail we will discuss in the next video. Till that, the students have the more practice and keep working. All the best. God bless you.
Do self study at home and stay home, save lives. Thank you very much.